Hello YouTube, we're back to our channel of the new year 2024. This is the first video for the next year, and today this is not gonna be this is not gonna be like a goody video. We're gonna talk about this specific. We're gonna talk about a religion that is a pure evil. It is called Islam. All right,
Yeah.
Islam. What's going on with Islam? It's so popular. I keep seeing on these YouTubes all this stuff. And I see why everyone's following it, because it follows their free will.
Like, yeah, basically, the pleasures, like
For wives.
the alpha male
Yeah.
guys, like if they want to look at a religion to choose, and then they see, oh crap, they can get like 4 wives, and they're like, oh heck yeah, I'll choose that, without knowing any historical anything about the history or anything about what happened in the past. Like, some Muslims will say, oh, it doesn't matter how they get into, Islam. It's just matter if they're Muslim.
Nah, that's stupid.
Like-
see, that's dumb. It's like,
Well, so, because I know what you're trying to say. Like, you're saying he's Muslim, but, like, so you're saying, let's say he's just there for the 4 wives, and like, he's probably still doing the practices of Islam, right? And then, but his major thing, well, to him, is probably going to be God. That's the number
Yeah.
one. And then, the 4 wives. I don't see it, like, at all.
it's like a pyramid. Like, you
Yeah.
don't see it. It's just so off. Look, Adam and Eve. Look at that. Adam and Eve, 1 and 1. There's no Adam and Eve and some 3 other women. No, God designed only between
Mhm.
them to become one flesh. That's how it is. And I don't know how these Muslims don't understand. Probably don't understand. Adam only had this one woman. How many births? A lot of kids.
Yeah, I'm
See,
pretty sure
see
a lot.
think about it. That's crazy. In the past, way from the start, with the same woman, many babies, all these kids are coming out.
Mhm.
See, I don't know what the heck these guys, they're probably in their lust. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Muslim people are in their lust if they think that. Even the Muslim
what
girls
about the guys who just want one?
just want one.
Mhm.
I mean, that's other. There's
Mhm.
the other side, but there's other
Mm-hmm.
opinions about them,
Yeah.
about these other stuff. But even the Muslim women, they don't want. I saw like a bunch of Muslim women. You said, nah, I want one. No, I want a man that only loves me.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying something right there. I don't know if like a Muslim woman would, like a real.
There
one.
are some, but
Yeah, but I don't
100%
think- yeah.
they would get like jealous.
Sure, they want
and,
the man to be that number one. They
Yeah.
don't want that to be the 4th, 3rd.
Yeah, 'cause
it's a
look,
competition basically.
and then we're talking about this, and then some people's got to say, oh look, the Bible, some of the prophets had
Women,
multiple wives, and
First
had that.
off, they got wrecked.
Look, you see Solomon,
They got wrecked.
he got whacked, all right? Like, he just rejected God.
And those women, you know what they said to him?
What?
Praised a different God.
Yeah, I know. It was
That was
idolatry.
disgusting, yeah.
And then, he fell away. And then after his death, Israel broke into north and south. But that's for like a whole different
Yeah.
conversation. So, yeah. So there you can clearly see
See,
God definitely just like, wow, like he just went in a different path with, the wives and, false
The
gods and
rich,
all
yeah,
that, idols and crap. And you see wreck right there. Now with Islam, was it Muhammad? Look, they call him a prophet.
Yeah.
I don't call him a prophet.
Deceiver.
Because,
The biggest
look,
deceiver in the history
he's
of
the
mankind.
founder. I don't know if they
But the founder.
founder.
Him and there's some other people
mean,
they said. I don't
Who's
I
the
don't know.
founder? Is it him
And
or
some other
the
people.
angel or?
Don't say Angel or Gabriel.
I know. Supposedly,
Yeah,
who
I know.
knows? Look, if it was him, like let's say if it was him,
side.
then he took the dark side.
Yeah.
If it wasn't him, then it's not him.
Yeah.
And I don't. Okay, whoever founded it, whatever. Let's say Muhammad. See, the problem I have with Islam is the way how it got founded.
Yeah.
The angel and him. That's it. That's the number one for me, because, you have the biblical prophecies where it says when an angel comes to someone and then it preaches another thing than the
gospel,
orthodox way.
Yeah, and the gospel's way.
And and they just perverted it,
Yeah.
and now it just got different. And you see that's to me the number one reason why I'm not Muslim, because there's a consistent with that, because you got the Bible, which is older,
Yeah.
and then the
600 years
Quran
600 years.
and the angel thing just came out of nowhere 600 years after. Muslims won't accept this. They'll say, oh, everyone was Muslim, you know.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
Because look, I want to ask them, what about the people 200 before Muslim, 300 before Muslim, 400,
Yeah,
even
because
500?
look-
I'm going to ask them. You going to say, hey, where they at? You know what they going to say? They're in hell, bro. How they're in hell?
Yeah.
Look, I want to ask this. Why will God birth people in earth to go to hell, and they already know the truth is right there with the, the Jesus
Yeah, 'cause
Christ, all that.
look,
Now there's their choice
so
to.
if it came in, I forgot when it got founded, what year, but that year, whatever that year was, does that mean during that point was Christianity corrupted, that exact moment, or like what? I don't know, because the
look.
moment it matters, because if they believe the Bible and the church or whatever got corrupted, then that they would say, oh, all these people got deceived.
Yeah.
All
But
these
look-
people. That means there was no true believer. There was no truth at the time until Islam came. So what the heck?
Yeah.
That I don't know what I
and,
never
and this,
had a
and
conversation
this
about
too,
this.
like, why like this? If it's really corrupted, the Christianity,
right.
why would God just come back and change it quick? Why 600 years after that? That's so. Why would God lie?
No,
like why would God lie? Say this is already. No, it's my fault. My fault. It's this right here. God don't do that. God don't say no. It's second chance. He said it one
because,
time.
the,
just said it like
the
that.
number one thing is like Jesus Christ didn't die on the cross.
Yeah.
They replaced him.
Nah, see,
Don't you think people would know? They would, see. Oh, dang, this Jesus looked different.
Yeah,
or,
they already
So-
saw eyewitnesses. They
or
saw
they
it was
could
him.
The Muslim would probably say, "Oh, God changed them to a guy who looks like Jesus."
How,
Christ.
I'm gonna say, okay, where's the proof? Were you the eyewitnesses with the people who did that? No, so
no,
like,
because they gotta. I guess they can say God can do whatever He wants. He made two Jesuses, one false one just to die on the cross, and the other one they say He got risen up.
first
I guess
off,
that's their
I
answer.
want to ask them this: why would God be scared of death?
What?
Why will God be run away
No,
from death?
that-
Like they
no.
say, they switch, right? That's what they're saying. They
No,
switch.
because they don't believe God. They don't believe Jesus is God. That's the whole point,
Yeah,
right?
I know they don't believe
Okay.
that bull.
So you're not saying anything, because you're saying, why would God be scared of death? They don't believe He's God. That's the point.
But look, think about it. If like someone died, right? Someone's about to
Mhm.
die. They always run away and hide somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I know. But to them, they just see Him as a prophet,
See,
and yeah, that's it. And look, why was He on the cross? Muslims, why was He on the cross? What? Look, if it was the fake Jesus, like you guys say, why was He on the cross?
Yeah.
Why was Jesus supposed to be on the cross? I don't know. I didn't get the answer from that. I don't know. Comment sections, anything. Why was He on the cross? Because we know the answer. He claimed to be God. Like,
Yep.
He's showing signs to
Yeah.
the Pharisees.
you don't have to say it. He
Yeah,
just showed
he's showing.
everything. He's just right there.
And then I think what was it? It's not the Gospels, but Hebrews 1:8 shows, to me Hebrews 1:8 show, even John,
Yeah, John.
chapter 1, definitely that one. So Hebrews 1:8 also, because like Paul used, I think it was Psalms 42, I forgot, Psalms 42:6 or 45, I forgot which one, but he used the Psalms and put it into Jesus. Like it says, He saith to Jesus, whatever the Psalms said, I forgot what it said, but that, and then again, I keep forgetting, because they're gonna say, oh, that's corrupted, like the Bible's corrupted, you can't trust it anymore. That's so weird, because I read, I don't know, maybe I'm getting what's it called, maybe I'm getting false information, but I don't know. I read somewhere that at first, I don't know if this is true, at first the Muslims believed that it was the people, or the church people, the bishops and everyone, they were interpreting it wrong. They believed that the Bible wasn't corrupted, but it was the people who were interpreting. Then years later, some guy came up, I forgot his name. He said, no, it's the Bible. The Bible's corrupted. Let's pause this.
Yeah, like what these Muslims think, like these experts Muslims, they always highlight everything in the Bible trying to compete Christians, right? All these scholars, they always do that. I always see they always talk crap to the Christianity more than the Jews, more than any religion, because they're kind of like, you know, like sensitive and mad when we keep saying Jesus is God. They get a little anger. Dude, like, I cannot. Look, they say Muhammad is the final prophet. Why would I have a final prophet, right? Like that most people always said, that had multiple wives. 11. They say 11 wives or 12. And he's saying, you know what he said? He said, you can have 4, but I got 12. I don't think that's right, bro.
I mean, both instances are way off.
And you know, he dated a 9-year-old.
You mean married?
Married 9-year-old. They had dated 6 and then married 9. That's what they did.
Wait, I forgot. 6? No,
find her 6, but then wait 9 to marriage.
9, yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know. But this guy also steals someone's wife. I heard, like, they say he steals someone's wife and he took her with her, and then how he spread his gospel, whatever is false gospel, whatever. They use swords. If you don't follow it, I don't know what they torch to them. They force you. Something happens. That is not. It's how Christians see the difference.
See, look, okay, they gotta say, look, the Christianity also did that with the Crusades.
Okay, that was horrible.
The Crusades was mainly the Muslim versus because the Eastern got wrecked. With the Native Americans and all that. They said they forced them to do that. They gotta say that.
But look, I know it's true.
But look, the Eastern side, it was mostly on missionary. Yeah. I mean, I searched it up. I couldn't find anything.
Look, but I know the reason why they was like crusade in the north, in the west side of the world, like when the Catholics went there and forced them to. They were wicked as crap, these Indians. More than the Muslim area, they were like already like. They already know they have clothing. They were not like killing crazy from the North Americans, right?
The Catholics at the time, they
they
believed everyone except for them was the true faith. You know that, right?
Yeah, Catholic,
because they have apostolic succession as well, the Orthodox as well, and they said, I mean, no, that was years after. Never mind. So for them, everyone outside the church of them, they're unsaved. Yeah. And then, obviously they want to say, you can convert to us, or if you don't, then
that's bad. Yeah, that's very bad. Because look, and they say Islam is full of peace. No, it's not. You got a lot of history. They got freaking blood. From the old Palestine, the 1947 with the Israels. The Osama bin Laden incident. Because
then look, Muslims will say they're not part of us. Sorry, they're just not.
But now they're going to talk about crap about us, about these gays, pastors, these Catholics, churches,
these gay pastors and all that. Look, they're not part of it. Even
they're going to point fingers. That's how Muslims do. They point fingers, right?
Everyone, they say, do. I think
they always point the lukewarm. They don't point the Orthodox. I never see. They point to Orthodox. I don't know why. I don't see Muslims always point to them because they know they're scared about them. Because the Orthodox,
they know each other because they're close.
History.
They're very close.
Yeah, they're very close.
And what's it called? The Islam. They know the Eastern, right? And then because they got land, a lot of land from the East, and. What I'm talking about, the spread of the sword and all that. Some people say, once they took the Byzantine Empire, then they got all the power
Yeah.
and all the
Then
land,
took all-
including Palestine / Israel,
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to call it.
The brainwashed people don't
Yeah.
know the history
And
before the
See, look,
1940s.
yeah, you guys have to look at the history on
All these
on
liberals,
the
we're talking
Holy
about the
Land
liberals
and
now.
all this
Oh, the
because
atheist liberals.
everyone should know it.
Yeah.
Because look, it all started with God calling with Abraham,
Yeah.
and then
They go to
telling him to go
Jerus-
there.
yeah, to Jerusalem,
And then
get the kingdom there.
then the Jews start disobeying.
Yeah.
God allowed them lose land, and
Yeah.
then they keep going,
Yeah.
going, more fights, more this, and then the atheists say, "Oh, look at this. Who cares?" Like the atheists say, "Look, religion always cause war. Religion this, religion
That's
that."
it, because look, when it's to me, it's gonna cause war because the devil want that to happen because he don't want the truth spread. That it's gonna happen because it's like they want to spread the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna have a war. Atheist wars are meaningless compared to religion war because religion war, all they want to do is basically help just basically spread the truth, but they're
Mhm.
doing the wrong way with the with
Yeah.
the swords, right?
Uh-huh.
But atheist wars are stupid. Like political wars. See, you can't compare political war compared to religion war back in the old days, because those they want to build the society, the truth
Mhm.
of the whole land and stuff to teach people that God is God. Political is not. They teach you to kill, conquer land for what reason? Just talk crap about like worldly stuff, like the inflation, the money. They
Yeah,
want to take
like
control.
back then it was usually
want to follow God,
it's
and they
the
want
church
to, yeah.
and the secular power.
who got
They
the
were
power.
together.
Yeah.
They both agreed with each other, and then
Now they don't got that.
now they don't have that because they overthrown
atheists
all
think
these
they're all
guys.
that. Atheists get them out.
overthrown it. And then-
Atheists go back to God.
Yeah,
right now.
but look, Islam, they the Quran, they say it's the word of
And
God.
look, and there's two. Look, they say you have to follow all Muhammad's teachings. Think about it. Why we have to follow. Look, I mean, they say they don't think he's God, right? Look. They
He's
say
not
like,
God.
no, he's not God. Look. But look, when I think say why you got to follow every teaching what Muhammad says, that's basically surrender yourself.
They
gonna
say
say
it's God. They say I'm pretty sure they say it's God's teaching.
It's God's teaching.
Yeah, because they say Muhammad couldn't read or write. And they say, "Oh, that's because God did it."
How can God write?
No, see now you're
No, I'm talking about like this. He said God gave him to write all that stuff.
now you're saying God can't do anything.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
'Cause
saying
why you say God can't write?
no. I'm saying like you say this. Do you know how they said? Like they said, like our book, the Bible says this is not the word of God. This is the.
I
the
know
influence.
because we look when
Because
they're
they say it's the
yeah,
word of
because
God. That's not it.
Yeah,
Like,
because look,
that's what I'm
that's
trying to
weird
say. I'm
because
not
it
trying-
came
Mhm.
600 years
Yeah.
after. That doesn't make any sense
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be there from
Yeah.
the beginning.
yeah,
And
it's like freaking like Moses. It's good. It's
even like the contradictions when they say the Bible has contradictions. Look, we're not saying like God like wrote all
it, yeah.
these and
Yeah.
it's perfect.
yeah,
He used like men
yeah, man.
to write
Yeah.
it, all right? And then you can find people's got to say you can find inconsistencies
Yeah,
because men wrote it
Mhm.
and then they preserve it and all that.
yeah,
But the Quran, they say it's God.
yeah.
And that's weird because they said like some contradictions say, I don't know, I never heard an argument against it, maybe I need to look it up, like the semen. Muslims believe semen come from like the backbone, I think, like the spinal bone. And then I don't like science, but according to science, they say different way as well. So according to that, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And then you guys can't back it up because God's supposed to be perfect,
Yeah.
and then there's a contradiction. Also, the Trinity. I don't know. I probably out of context. My fault. I don't know the context of it, but it says God. Was it the Father, the Son, and Mary? They got that wrong. Like what? Like even Muhammad, they claim. Yeah, they claim Muhammad was with a Aryan monk, which was a heretical,
Look,
sect.
And this too, like they said, like the end times. Even this too. Why would I believe one guy? Like they say he was sinless, right? Jesus in the
Yeah,
Quran.
she's sinless.
Look. How much I want to bet I would be in that guy's side who is a sinless guy compared to the last prophet, Muhammad,
Yeah.
who's not sinless. But they say follow all his teaching. All they say all Jesus did. He was a prophet. He did good. But Muhammad was the final one. I'm gonna say, but the final one was a sinful man compared to the one before it.
Yeah,
they say
'cause
that's a sinless.
Christ fulfilled
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, look, sinless to me. There's no human being in this earth in history was like this man. There's no way they're telling me, because a human being cannot be sinless. So that has to be God.
Some Catholics say no. Some Catholics say
Because there's no way. Because everyone sinned. Everyone, even you don't know. You don't know. Like tomorrow, you ever say, I don't even know I sinned.
okay.
It happens, right? We don't.
Right.
That's why we have to pray
Right.
all the time. And they say don't pray in the sky, like haram, whatever.
Yeah, look. Now you brought up another point. They believe Jesus was a Muslim.
Yeah. How? He didn't
He
say
look,
it.
He looked up to the sky
Yeah,
and prayed also. Look, they claim they say,
Yeah,
oh,
he
he
prayed
prayed
that.
like a Muslim. The Orthodox pray like that way before the Muslims did.
Yep.
And
You show proof. You got to show
yeah,
picture.
like
Pictures.
the what's it called, prostrations,
Yeah.
like that. And the verse, I think is John something, and they say Jesus lifted up his eyes up the sky.
Mhm.
Muslims don't pray like that, and then they're gonna say, oh, that part's corrupted. Sorry.
How?
Just look, because everything that doesn't align with the Quran, with
It's
the Bible,
against
they
it.
just say, oh no,
It's against it.
yes, because that's how it is. That's just how it is. And then they
It's-
say,
look.
I'm pretty sure in the Quran they say, I'm not sure it's 100%
Yeah,
true,
you don't
but,
read the Quran. That's why. You don't read-
because I get it from
Yeah,
guys
guys
in
who
the
yell,
internet.
yeah.
Even maybe I get deceived, probably, I don't know. That they're supposed to observe, the Old Testament and the New Testament. They're supposed to look at it as well.
Yeah, the old one too as well.
Even they believe it's the writings of the Word of God, but
Yeah.
then they say
Yeah,
God
no.
changed,
Yeah,
of course, and all that.
no.
That doesn't make any sense, because the church at the time was having councils,
Yeah.
discussing all these doctrines
When they say
and
they-
these
they-
heresies they were
about to say
dealing with.
The reading the books of the Council of Nicaea.
Yeah,
all
I
these
don't see. I
people.
don't know why they're so obsessed with the Council of Nicaea. They say the Bible was
Yeah.
formed, and the Bible was not formed
Yeah.
in the Council of Nicaea. They had nothing to do with
Yeah.
that. It was like Arianism. I'm pretty sure.
Heretics. Like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, Arianism, and I'm pretty sure what was it, like God, like Jesus was God, right? And then people say, oh, they put Jesus as God in 300 and something. No, everyone knew Jesus was God, because like you see Thomas, he says, my Lord, my God.
Yep.
And then some people say, no, pretty. Then we got, the heretics like Young Don
Yeah.
saying, no, he's not talking about this, something he's talking about, like,
watch out for those Christians that only from this year 2000
Mhm.
they have their own interpretation about
See,
all that
look,
stuff.
even I want to make clear, like, on my position, like, I'm not in a denomination
No,
right
me too.
now.
No,
like,
me too.
I'm just currently
just Christian,
like,
just
searching
search.
one which could be the best one. I'm trying to find the most orthodox way. I know people say orthodox Christianity, and Protestants to me is like
way off.
the way
No.
off one, and then
Catholic just clown shows right
'cause
now.
some people argue like Catholics, like there's also anti-popes. They
Yeah.
claim this sect of Catholic. They say they're the true
Mhm.
Catholic, but they're underground somehow,
yeah.
because they believe, like, after the Vatican II, they said no. They said like the popes now,
Mhm.
they're like the Antichrist.
Yeah, because I think it is true because they already said it.
Yeah,
It's
because
gonna
they
be
say
like that.
back then,
Yeah.
the church was very traditional,
Yeah,
and they
everything.
kept everything. Like, they don't
Strict,
even
yeah.
they put what's it called? I can't even say it. Modernism. Mm.
That's what I was waiting for. I was like, nah, it's too long,
Okay. Okay, we got cut.
Yeah.
Stupid thing got
The video
off,
got
of course.
cut off.
Okay, back then they were talking about modernism, the earlier popes, and then now we got the newer popes. You know what they say? They basically saying like, I think it's Vatican II. They say Muslims and Christians worship the same God.
That's stupid.
Like, what is
No, it's
that? See, I get the Orthodox.
Look,
they're like, wow, these
Our
guys.
God's name is Yahweh, right? And their God's name is Allah. That
I mean, like
it's the God. It's the
a
same
Christian
thing, yeah.
who speak Arabic, they say Allah.
Yeah, Allah.
So,
But
what's the
I
point?
know. But when I think of
I know
that, they just keep
of course,
saying that
because-
it's like the name
But
of
look,
the God.
the Christians, there's Orthodox
Yeah.
Christians in Palestine
Yeah.
and Arabic
They
countries,
say, oh yeah, Allah.
like the Coptic.
Yeah,
as well.
that's true. They say-
because
yeah,
that's
because-
Arabic. That's their language.
Yeah, but when I think of Islam, say Allah,
Yeah, I
Allah,
know.
it's like a name
I
of
know,
the God.
but it's
Yeah,
not.
I
It's
know.
just God.
I heard someone say it's Lada, something like that. Allah. They pronounce it different. It's the same, but they
I don't
pronounce
know.
it like
I don't
weirdly.
think so.
They say D God or something. I
But-
don't know.
Yeah. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I have, there's lots of problems, but it'll be very long. The video would be too long.
Yeah, and the reason why people go to Islam because they think it's so strong, masculine compared to Christianity. Okay, yes, we get it. Yes, Christianity is soft now in the world, but look at this.
I don't say.
And this too, you know why it's evil? They threaten you when you talk crap to it. I forgot about that. They threaten you when you talk crap to the religion. I don't care. The religion is garbage. Send me the Addy. If you want to send the Addy, hey man, I don't care. You're gonna chop my head off. All I know, I got Jesus with me. I don't need your death threat. It doesn't concern me. It doesn't fear me.
You see all these martyrs.
Yeah, look, and these atheists. Think about it. These atheists are scared mocking Islam.
Yeah, because they're scared. Like,
Because
obviously.
look, that's bad. God should not be feared like that. That's like demonic.
Like,
what the
look,
frick is that? Like,
all these martyrs in the past, in early Christianity, the church fathers,
Yeah.
and all that. See, they suffered, and they were like, "Yup, this is my fate.
Yeah.
It's come to this.
Yeah,
this
look,
time is done."
look, they defend themselves, and like they also defend their God and Muhammad and stuff like that.
yeah, because
and
the
Jesus-
72 virgins.
Look, and Jesus said, "Don't defend me. Don't
Because the
defend me."
72 virgins.
Yeah,
Because they say when they get martyred, they get 72 virgins.
yeah.
But the people who
Trash.
die,
Yeah.
they just die, they get 2.
That's horrible.
Why?
Kind of
Look,
what kind of heaven is
why-
that?
Look, what kind of heaven is kind of earthly? Because that's an earthly element.
Yeah,
Heaven is not like
no more flesh.
earthly.
That's a flesh. That's the
Yeah.
pleasing the flesh. How can the soul is different from the flesh? Like, how can the soul do that? This is not. It's just wrong. To me, heaven should be like pure of like light, pure of like modesty. Nothing like dirty
Yeah.
like that. That's not.
So yeah, that's the video. Leave comments, leave questions. If you're Muslim, leave comments. Whatever you try to debunk us, whatever you're not. Leave questions. Leave if you comment if you think we got something wrong. Who knows? That's it, I guess. So
Yeah, and also look. This is the last one. Like, how to say Christians don't they don't defend themselves. Jesus did it. He just letting he crucify. And you see the saints, they did it too. They think of it because he did it as well. They say, okay, I accept my faith. I know. I gotta do it. I gotta do. Paul did it. So well, that's it. Last fight, I did it. I did what I gotta do. See, they accept it. Muslim, they don't do that. Say, no, bro. I need to defend with the sword.
Yeah, back then,
The
people,
sword.
back then, the early churches, right?
Yeah.
They called them pagans because they idols. They said pagans. They saw idol god. They saw.
How that's Jesus Christ?
No,
they
I'm
image.
talking about the church said to the Muslims they're idol.
idol gods. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, guys, that'll be it, episode 45, and the next one will be a reaction video. Stay tuned on that, and we see you in the next one. Peace out.